Okay, let me make this quick. This movie is a part of a film franchise titled VHS, which is a collection of found footage anthology horror films, and I hate it with every fiber bone in my body. I don't even know if that makes sense what I just said. Just know I hate this damn movie. Let me just cut to the chase. Let's just get right into it, because I don't want to be here at all. We open with a couple recording themselves on a bridge. They're discussing exposition regarding the importance of the river below them and deem it their new spot as they look to make new memories there. This looks very happy, very wholesome. Couple just relaxing, very beautiful, touching moment. They're definitely gonna die. The couple continue to record each other throughout this introduction, which is just plastered in distortion, which I'm actually a fan of. The distortion effect, not the movie. You know, just throw some distortion in, shake the camera up a little bit, add some broken up sound effects. Stuttering every now and then. Shoot. Scares the hell out of me. Later on, we see that there's a police chase on the news that's heading towards our protagonist, and the boyfriend, whose name is Kevin, gets super excited at the idea that he's gonna go viral if he captures footage of the chase, and his girlfriend Iris actively mocks him for it, which, in my opinion, is the right thing to do.
It's a crazy ass chase headed right for us.
What do you think is gonna happen? You think that's gonna go viral? You're gonna become famous?
I have to go shoot this. Haven't you ever wanted to be a part of something bigger than you?
Kevin rushes outside as the chase passes them to record it, and while Iris is still inside, she gets a random message on her phone that starts playing a strange melody.
What is that melody?
The music puts her in some sort of a trance and she starts walking outside into the street. Kevin gets the same message. It turns out it's a countdown. The cop gets run over, Iris disappears, and that's the freaking intro. Okay, it only goes downhill from here. All right, I think I know why this was the lowest rated movie out of the entire franchise now. I'm gonna have a great... Is that Becky Lynch? We cut to our next scene where Becky Lynch is being interrogated by a detective. She's the assistant for a magician named Dante the Great, and apparently he has hidden videotapes contained in a breaker box. I don't know what is in those tapes, but seeing how this guy is a magician who looks like this, I don't think I want to know. So here's my biggest issue with this sequence and pretty much the whole movie, but we'll get to the rest later. We're 7 minutes in, and for no good reason, the movie goes from the style of found footage into a documentary.
Tapes that Scarlett brought in indicated several...
Can we get to the actual tapes, please? What the hell am I watching? This is not what I was expecting at all. Am I watching VHS? This does not feel like it at all. In my honest opinion, this broke the immersion for me. Basically, if you haven't seen any of the VHS films or found footage films in general, the engaging aspect of them is the fact that they're in that format. They're mostly unedited, unless they put a glitch effect in there, then they can just cheat. And you're watching events unfold from the perspective of the person holding the camera. And it's not that you can't do a multicam sequence entirely. I mean, they've done one before. They just understood the bare minimum, which is, hey, we can cut between cameras, all right? Just don't turn it into something we'd see on the ID channel, okay? Like, this honestly looks like I'm about to hear before the twist is revealed. Like, imagine if in the Blair Witch Project, we would cut between shots of the three characters and it's intercut with some random people who aren't connected to them at all and are just aware of the events on the tape. Note to self, do more research. I've never formally watched the Blair Witch Project, so I wasn't aware that the opening of the movie was people getting interviewed and being asked about the Blair Witch Project. I take the fault. That's on me. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. The only difference is that the interviews for that movie were sort of like a prologue before watching the tape. So my point still stands. I'm just bringing this up because I did this gag. Oh yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was playing in the field with my pet parakeet when I heard a strange, groggy voice calling to me. Turns out it was my mom who had a sore throat that day calling me in the house for din-din. All right, that's enough of that. Let's resume. Anyway, all you need to know is that this guy used to be John. He used to live in a trailer park, he was broke, and couldn't perform a magic trick properly to save his life. Until he found a magic cloak that apparently belonged to Houdini, And now he's a famous magician known as Dante the Great. The cloak, while being powerful, seems to be possessed by some sort of evil being that eats people. So Dante feeds his assistants to it so he can continue doing magic and not become the cloak's next victim. That's why the cops are involved, and that's why Miss Lynch over here is being interrogated. Are we clear? You got everything? No? Who cares? Let's move on. You know what this feels like? This feels like a sequel or like a spin-off of like the pop star Never Stop Stopping movie, except it's like a horror comedy. Then we cut back to her explaining that she became Dante's new assistant because she wants to become a magician as well. Over time they get more intimate, but it turns out she has a boyfriend that's kind of a piece of trash, and Dante don't like that. A SWAT team attempts to arrest Dante. They fail. Dante teleports Becky to him. She confronts him about his missing assistants. The SWAT team comes back. They have this magical fight sequence. We're 18 minutes in, and I hate my life. Who's recording this? What am I watching? Okay, I'm pausing it currently at 20 minutes and 58 seconds. For anybody that doesn't know, the VHS movies kind of, you know, the first two were pretty basic. You know, people find these tapes and, you know, they watch through the tapes. There was emphasis on, you know, you as the viewer, which is us, you and me, watching the tapes along with the people who found them, right? You know, that's what the whole movie was about. That's why it's called VHS. When I tell you, I was not expecting. I'm just kind of flabbergasted. I don't know what the heck I'm watching. Also, don't mind the one ear out headphone, like one ear in combo. I do that because I'm paranoid. I don't know what else to expect. I don't know where they're gonna go from here because this is bad, but I'm more intrigued than anything. Why? Why?
I'm so sorry, my dear.
Also, why are you recording the crimes you're committing? All right. This seems more VHS-like. Also, who does that in the dark? Like, she has the light on in the hallway, but not in her own room. Not the zoom in. Not the zoom in. Not the zoom in. We go back to Kevin chasing after the truck on the news to get Iris back. So what was that about? Wait, what was that magician shit about? Does that have any relevance? That better come back later.
Hey, what you doing? You're gonna miss it.
Miss what?
Commentary! I would talk more about how stupid it is that all these people are trying to chase after the truck to record it, but I don't have the strength. Our next segment is about Alfonso, a man that creates a dimensional transportation machine that I honestly thought was pretty interesting, but in the last 5 minutes, it completely shits the bed. He boots up the machine and he ends up coming across an almost identical version of himself. Almost. They both have the idea to cross over to each other's worlds for 15 minutes to see what it's like in the other's universe. Then they'll meet back at the teleporter and go back to their own. Okay, so far I don't dislike this actually. I think this is pretty well done. I'm interested. My interest is piqued. Just so there's no confusion, I'm gonna call the first Alfonso Al and the second one Fonz. So Al is in Fonz's world where Fonz's wife seems to be, this is already confusing, I'm sorry. Where Fonz's wife seems to be hosting some late night shenanigans with 2 other men that Fonz is fully aware of. Hey, what are you watching in the other room? What's going on? You got something to say? You got something to admit? Start without me? That involves the usual. Coitus, candles, demonic rituals. Okay. I think I zoned out. I must have missed all this. What? Okay, I take back everything I said in the last 5 minutes. I don't like any of this. Al doesn't want to go through with it and ruins the vibe for the rest. He's sitting on the couch with Fonz's wife and he hears a blaring noise from outside. It turns out it's a blimp with an upside down neon cross that's repeating something. I don't know what, but it sounds menacing. Meanwhile, Fonz is creeping on Al's wife while she's sleeping in bed and decides to, well, what's that one Lady Gaga song? Poker Face? Yeah, that one. The two guys from before confront him because he's filming, and they reveal their glowing eyes and mouths and begin chasing him, looking to poke his face. Al runs back into the house and Fonz's wife asks him what happens before getting a little too excited and... If you've ever seen the movie Teeth, imagine if the monster was larger and came up to her belly button. Actually, don't imagine that.
Hey man, that's life. Whatever floats.
Coño te pasa?
After decking his fake wife, Al goes back to his world and sees Fonz covered in blood. Fonz ends up stabbing Al, and when he goes back to his world, his wife... You know what? I'll just let her explain it.
Ejercer mi derecho a ejecutar la ley sobre violencia de género en espacio doméstico.
Afterwards, Al calls to his wife to see if she's okay, and she... is?
Martha! Martha! Martha!
So we're back with Kevin, still chasing after Iris, but for some reason we cut to a group of people at a cookout. Hey, 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 hey. Put a shirt on, please. Tensions grow amongst them, and this one guy ends up killing everyone for trying to skewer his dog. Dude, why was any of this necessary? This isn't even tied in with the main plot at all. Just because the truck and Kevin cut through that portion of the neighborhood doesn't mean anything. And it's also said that a girl is holding a camera. Yeah, freaking right. You're telling me that 1 minute she has to point the camera up to talk to her mom, but the next she's tall enough to watch a dude get body slammed through a table? No, I don't believe you. And I guess the melody starts playing again for the people there, but that brings up even more questions. What's the cause of the trance? Why is it happening? Do these quote-unquote tapes have anything to do with it? Because it doesn't seem like it, so why are we watching it? We're not given a reason, so it almost seems pointless to either cut to or from the main plot. Why were these people even affected? The radio started buzzing, but we didn't even hear the melody play from it. And the truck didn't pass through the area until after everybody gets killed. So...
What happened? I don't know! Just why? That's my question. Why? Why was that needed? What was the point of that? Was that for comedy? That wasn't funny. I'm not laughing.
And just because somebody is recording a video on their device, whether it's a camcorder or a phone, why does that mean we have to keep cutting to them even if their significance to the current plot is non-existent? Gas, explosion, next sequence. Our next segment is about these skateboarders, and the movie turns into mid-90s. They're recording for a video, I guess to post on YouTube, I don't know. And they're looking for a new spot to skate in to finish it. One of them suggests a spot in Tijuana that his cousin told him about. So I'm assuming they're in San Diego because they get there in a matter of hours. When they get there, they notice a lady standing around whispering something. What's something, you ask? I don't know, probably something evil. The whole time they're walking to the spot, there are these weirdos watching over them like they're auditioning for the role of Batman. And they see some clearly ritualistic shit in the spot they're skating in, so obviously something bad's gonna happen. One of the guys cuts himself while skating and starts bleeding on the cymbals, so the weird lady pops up again.
Where does she come from? Is she a ninja? Are you a ninja? Pocket ninja! Shit.
Shit. Shit. Why'd she turn her head? Why'd she turn her head like that? It's like, hey, hey, how's it going? Yo, what are y'all doing, man? I haven't made that big of a deal out of it, but the editing is so bad, and not even like so bad is good. It's just distracting. Bruh. They start getting surrounded by the cult, and most of them end up getting killed. The blood is released, some kind of monster, and I stop typing and caring at this point. I give up. I fold. All right, no. I'm taking off my headphones. He did not just flip him off. The skeleton did not just flip him off. I gotta take a break. I want to take a break so bad. You don't understand, guys. You don't understand. Ooh, I'm getting mad. I'm getting so mad now. This movie's insulting me. It's an insult to my intelligence. I've kept quiet for the majority of this. I've joked around. Now I'm legitimately pissed off. This is not VHS. This is not any. I got less than 20 minutes left. I can do this. Ooh, I'm mad. I'm mad now. Yep, he's still breathing. Guys, we got him. If the camera was eaten, then how are we able to see the footage? Why are we in the mouth? That's it? Once it got interesting, it cut away. Are you kidding me? Back at the police chase, for some reason we cut to some morons in a taxi.
Camera! What the fuck? What's on my face? What's on my face?
Maybe I'll make your retarded friend strip next, huh? A little threesome? What a turn on you are, yeah. So good, baby.
I want to stop. Kevin catches up to the ice cream machine, which is down at their spot from the beginning. Freaking fantastic foreshadowing, guys. I'm glad we finally got full circle. Screw this movie. It's playing music. There's dismembered body parts as he walks up. Don't worry, it looks awful, so I feel comfortable showing it. And the truck is playing parts of their conversation from the start of the movie. He enters the truck and there are all these TVs set up and Iris appears on one to talk to him. I'm just gonna let this play out because I'm so freaking done. I'm done with this thing.
Oh my god, aren't you? So good, baby. That means we'll be a part of it. You're sick, cat. Awesome.
Iris, where are you? Iris, tell me you're okay.
Just start the upload.
I can't.
Haven't you ever wanted to be a part of something bigger than you?
I can't do it.
Haven't you ever wanted to be a part of something bigger than you?
Do it! Stop! Stop! Wait, okay, stop! Jesus Christ, stop!
So from what I've gathered, something, I don't know what, is apparently making people go crazy. And Kevin ends up uploading all the footage we've seen throughout the, I don't want to call this a movie, which caused the entire city of LA to go into an apocalyptic state. Why? The end. Man, that shit was ass. The more I try to wrap my head around what's happening, the more angry I get. The movie takes the same commentary that other movies like Nerve did about people being so obsessed with going viral and being famous on the internet that they'll go out of their way to do the craziest things even if it kills them or others. And how people are so obsessed with their phones. I'm gonna assume that's why everyone was getting entranced by the melody and started going mental, but that's honestly giving the movie too much credit. Even after disassociating this from the VHS franchise, which I've done, the movie itself is still bad. And not in a good way, it's more annoying than anything. Honestly, this movie shouldn't even be called VHS Viral, it's just called Viral. I feel like that's more appropriate because it has nothing to do with the VHS franchise. Nothing. I'm not saying it has to be interconnected, but just the bare minimum. You have no tapes to show. Where did we see the tapes? I ain't seen no tapes. What did we watch? Where did the videos come from? Why are we watching them? We're not given a reason. This is pointless. And while the main plot that ties all the tapes together might not be the most engaging, it at least does that, ties the tapes together, giving us a reason why we're watching them in the first place and why they're important to the main characters. This movie doesn't do that. I don't know what the importance is of viewing the tapes, especially since our main characters don't acknowledge them in the first place. So why should I care? And more importantly, none of them are even good. The Alfonso one is probably the best one, but it's still not that good in my opinion. It's the best of the worst. I'm just happy that I don't have to watch this again. This movie, after watching it the second time specifically, pissed me off so much because there were just so many little things that really irked me. I hate this movie. Never want to watch it again. I'm so glad I'm done with it. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. I don't know. I'm tired.